Well, it looks like I'm coming in here, but I'm not sure if the signal's picking up or not. This is Matt the Boat Rat coming to you live. Matt the Boat Rat coming to you live here, local McDonald's, Chief Blackbear show. Now, for those of you that keep up with Chief Blackbear, you know that back in 1997, Chief Blackbear rescued Princess Diana. They've been together ever since. Some of you that follow the show may know that Chief Blackbear was with Melania back in the 1860s, and the chief knows how to time travel at the speed of light. And he's been able to time travel all the way into the future, which is now 2022. Hey there, Melinda. How you doing there? And so the chief is in with a lot of people that are supposed to be dead. He rescues a lot of people and does a lot of dirty deeds, or just a lot of stuff that we don't know that happens. So my question is about Ivana Trump. Did she really die, or did Chief Blackbear rescue her and Chief's putting her up somewhere? There's a lot of people that are supposed to be dead that are alive, and a lot of people that are supposed to be alive that are dead. For example, the President of the United States, the Biden bot, is supposed to be alive, but he's not. I'm doing good, Melinda. How you doing? I'm just, trying to stay in touch here with Chief Blackbear. It's going to be a short show. I just wanted to kind of get it going because I can't do live shows at my main channel. They just get too hacked. And I'm hoping that this show doesn't get very hacked. It's just kind of a test to see if the Chief's channel gets hacked. I think that the Chief rescued Ivana Trump. I don't think she's dead. I don't know. Just my hunch is that the Chief rescued her. I just don't believe that she's dead. Hey there, Commonsensical and Sally. The Chief will save us all. He will. He is King of the West. Sally and is it Sally or Sadie? I think it's Sally. Chief is King of the West, and he will save all these nations from evil rule. In the last days, the Chief will ride in on a horse named Oliver and save all these nations from evil rule. We already know that. Now, the Chief rescues a lot of these people, and I think that he rescued Ivana Trump. I don't think she's dead, but I don't know. That's what the show's about tonight. I got to keep it a short show because I got to get to work. I got a job to do. But I was just updating boatratmatt.com, and soon I'm going to make chiefblackbear.com into more of a blog type website and be able to keep up with what's going on through chiefblackbear.com more so than boatratmatt.com. Boatratmatt is severely hacked and censored. Chief Blackbear is censored, but not nearly as bad as Boatratmatt. If you're not subscribers at Matrick Bouvier, you should become a subscriber there because Matrick Bouvier is not at all censored. Now, Chief Blackbear is censored, but he's never had any warnings or strikes or anything. He's still shadow banned. But Matrick Bouvier is not shadow banned at all. I think I'll be opening up a YouTube channel for the White Knight, and I think I'll be opening up a YouTube channel for .07. Now, .07 sounds a lot like 107. But they might be related. 107 and .07 could be related. I don't know. We'll find out. 107 could be related to Patrick Bouvier. There's just a lot of stuff we don't know, but we'll find out as the future unfolds. You're in Facebook jail, Melinda? Yeah, you must have been talking about the chief or something. I don't know. It's pretty easy to get thrown in Facebook jail. I just got out of YouTube jail a couple days ago. Looks like my battery's not going to hold up very long, so I'm going to keep this show kind of short. Primary purpose of this show is just to keep the live feed going, to keep Chief Blackbear, visible, and to expand on the narrative. Chief Blackbear rescues all these people. I think he rescued Jeffrey Epstein. I don't think Jeffrey Epstein's dead. I don't think Isaac Cappy's dead. I don't think Ivana Trump's dead. I think that the chief rescues these people. I don't think Princess Diana's dead. I just think the chief rescued her. He's got a lot of different fake IDs and disguises. Hi there, Robin. And he's just a sneaky guy, man. He does all this sneaky stuff and we don't know about it. But I'm just now, I've heard a couple different stories that Ivana fell down some stairs. I heard she had cardiac arrest. If she fell down the stairs, she was pushed. But I think it's a fake story. Like, Princess Diana and them drove off the cliff. Chief was at the bottom of they had tunnels at the bottom of the cliff, and the chief had people waiting at the bottom. I think that the chief, did ID swapping with Dodi Al-Fayed, and it wasn't Dodi in the car, that it was Chief Blackbear in the car dressed up as an Arab, because he can do that. See, the chief can pull that off because he's just a master of disguise. That's just what he does. Yeah, the chief is a pretty awesome guy. And the font's real small in the chat room. I'm trying to blow it up here. And, I think it's McAfee doing a lot of hacking on the show. I'm pretty sure that my main stalker is McAfee, who is supposed to be dead. But I don't think McAfee is dead either. I think McAfee is my primary stalker. That if you watch the show that I did last night at Matt Kilrain, and One Shadow was there, but you can't have One Shadow on a show. That'll get you hacked for sure. It wasn't on the show, he was off to the side talking, but they knew it was One Shadow. So if you watch that show, it's still up. I'll have to delete it because it was so bad and so hacked that it was like a 49-minute show, and they hacked out 40 minutes of it, made it into a 9-minute show. And everything's just hack, 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 hack. Every single thing about it was hacked. But you can watch that at Matt Kilrain at YouTube, and it might still be up. Now, I did upload a pre-recorded video that I did this morning at Matt Kilrain, pitching all this stuff. Like, my new invention is a cars and clothing that block out the killer waves at the Cinco de Mayo gig. For example, if you're living in a city that has a lot of the Cinco de Mayo gig cell towers, you need to have a car that blocks out the frequency that won't allow the killer waves at the Cinco de Mayo gig to penetrate the car. And clothing. I'm coming out with a line of clothing that blocks the stuff out. The radiation, the microwave radiation. I can't say Cinco de Mayo gig because you say that and it gets you deleted. But anyways, I was talking a lot about on the show that I did this morning at Matt Kilrain that I pre-recorded and uploaded. I was talking a lot about the car that I'm coming out with. that will stop the radiation from entering the car. It'll block out the electromagnetic frequency radiation that the cell towers set off. And the fiber optic cables that are about that big buried under the ground, they emit all the radiation going from the ground up. So you're screwed, or we're all screwed. But I'm coming out with the cars and the line of clothing. I'll be able to paint your house with it also and put the window film over your windows. But we got to block out the electromagnetic frequency radiation that is going to suck all the oxygen out of our blood. And then we'll get all these diseases from not having enough oxygen in our blood. So we're coming out with that stuff in the relatively near future. Got a Venmo account now that 10-7's managing for me. If anybody, what you guys need to do, and I got all these court cases coming up to protect the Bill of Rights to the Constitution of the United States. Because as you guys know, they're coming after your guns, after your food. If you don't know it, they're getting ready to disarm Americans and they're getting ready to starve Americans. You're not even going to allowed to be hunt. You're not allowed to go hunting anymore. You're not allowed to farm your own food. And so I'm bringing forward lawsuits against the city of Santa Barbara and the state of California, federal lawsuits at that, stand up for the Bill of Rights, the Constitution of the United States. So got Venmo account set up where you guys can become friends with me. It's Boat Rat Matt, all one word, at Venmo. All you got to do now, you don't have to do anything, but what you can do, you got Venmo on your computer. If you don't have Venmo, go ahead and get Venmo. Now, I don't have it on my computer. It's on 10-7's computer. She set it up for me. What you guys do is just become Venmo friends. Make it where you can, transfer funds. Maybe transfer a buck or two, something like that, just to set it up. So get your account set up on Venmo to where if you ever want to donate to the cause, like protecting the Bill of Rights, you'll be able to. But it's more. If you want to donate to being able to produce this line of electromagnetic frequency safe clothing or cars or houses, you can do that. You'll be able to donate to that. You can buy the materials and get the products into production. And believe me, you're going to be needing this stuff because when they crank up the Killer Waves at the Cinco de Mayo gig, there's going to be no escaping, especially if you live in a big city. You're not going to be able to escape the killer waves. You're going to need some protection. I got you covered. So go ahead and get signed up with Venmo. Hey, Eric. So I'm guessing, seeing all you guys, that Chief Blackbear is not getting hacked the way Matt Kilrain got hacked last night. Now, I know Eric was watching the show, a little bit of it. I guess he got pumped off or something. I don't know. But Eric, you couldn't watch the show last night, could you? It was just so hacked. It was crazy. That's why I'm doing Chief Blackbear. But I'm going to have to close it down because I got to get to work and make a buck. I'm not counting on any of you guys to Venmo me. But go ahead and get set up with the Venmo. And I'm going to get some other methods, like Zeller or whatever that is, through Chase Bank that I have. And I get a lot of methods of payment transfer where you guys can kick down a few bucks here and there if you want to. You won't have to. I'm never going to be begging for money. But and we're going to be set. I got 10-7 working on turning Boat Rat Matt into a 501c3 where, because people give me cars and boats and RVs and stuff as my business. That's what I do. I sell free boats, free cars, and that kind of stuff. That's what you got to do. So anyways, I'm just setting it up to where not just you guys, but anybody will be able to like donate cash and cars and boats and land and houses, and we'll be able to like sell the boats or RVs or whatever to people that need a home. And we'll be able to put it on land, and those people that need a home probably need therapy also. And to be able to like help grow some trees and help raise some cattle and help grow some crops. Because as you know, you guys in this show know what we're in for after the election. Okay. If anybody cannot foresee the economic crash, you're pretty blind. So we got this economic crash coming up that we need to prepare for. P. Miller's here. Hey there, P. Miller. Glad to finally catch up with you there. I love Chief Blackbear because you guys can actually watch the show. We got 7 viewers and 1 like at the moment. So those are my numbers, sort of 7-11. But 7's my main number. So I'm glad to see you guys in the chat room. You're able to see the show. Go ahead and get set up on Venmo. And we're going to be building some stuff, a real nonprofit that actually does protect the Bill of Rights to the Constitution of the United States and protects the citizens from these killer waves at the Cinco de Mayo gig and from the jab and everything else. You know, this show is about protecting the tribe, protecting the citizens of the United States and the whole world. July 1st, if you're on the Julian calendar. Okay, well, today's July 1st then. Now, those are my numbers. And on the regular calendar, today's 7/17, which are also my numbers. But anyway, 7's my number. And if you check this out, sitting at table number 107 there, 17. I don't know if you can see it. That's where I'm sitting here, getting a pretty good Wi-Fi signal inside my local McDonald's. I don't want to say where I'm at because they'll knock down the router here. Hey there, Pamela. I'm really glad to see you guys subscribe to this channel and that you're here, because you can't do this at Matt Kilrain. You know they totally scrubbed and wiped Boat Rat Matt totally off YouTube. There's no more Boat Rat Matt on YouTube. You can't search for Boat Rat Matt. Nothing will come up with cartoons and stuff. Kind of like searching for Wano Savin. Boat Rat Matt has risen to the level of Wano Savin as far as who gets censored and hacked more, Wano Savin or Boat Rat Matt. I think it's a tie. Hi there, Jackie Sue. How's it going? I hear you signed up to be friends at Venmo with Boat Rat Matt, all one word, if you guys aren't aware of that. So at Venmo, it's Boat Rat Matt, all one word, and understand that Jackie Sue is one of my friends there. And Melinda, is that your baby, Melinda, on Facebook? Do you have a baby now, Melinda, or is that like a nephew or a cousin or anything? Or is that your own baby, Melinda? I just saw a baby on Facebook. You know, I love babies for like a loving reason, not for the same reason they love babies at the Freemason Temple. You know, they love kids at the Freemason Temple. By the way, One Shadow decoded the article that the Angry Poodle wrote about the Masons here in Santa Barbara. Oh my God. One Shadow can't even believe they published that article. You know, One Shadow knows how to read the code really, really good. Wow. Wait till we go back over the Angry Poodles article that One Shadow read. Couldn't even believe what he was reading, that he published it. But they tell us everything. They put it right in our face and tell us about it. Nobody does nothing. I'm like the only guy that stands up against this stuff that they put right in our face. Yes, Melinda, I know that your husband died. I was just wondering about the baby. I didn't know. I don't know whose baby it is. I don't know, Melinda. I just saw a baby that you shared picture up. You might be being hacked. I don't know. I know that your husband's no longer with us. I was just wishing you had a baby. I don't know. Could have been a hack. I don't know. That's why I brought it up. That's why I'm asking, Melinda. Sorry to bring it up. But yeah, I'm very aware of your husband. I'm very sorry about that. So, anyways, all right. See how it goes. Probably wasn't even Melinda putting a picture of the baby up there. Just somebody teasing me. That's the way it goes. So all kinds of people posing as me all over the place. That's the way it goes. All right, Jackie Sue. Thank you. 107.07 from you and your old man. So you guys, I'm going to go ahead and close the show out. I know you guys like me going on and on and on. Long show. You know, the primary purpose of this show was just talking about Ivana Trump, whether or not she really died. Does anybody in the chat room believe Ivana Trump died? Or do you think that Chief Blackbear rescued her? Now, personally, I think Chief Blackbear rescued Ivana Trump, but the truth remains to be seen. Either Ray, so I'm guessing that Eric don't believe she's dead. Commonsensical wonders about it. Or do you think she's gone with the wind, Eric, or she flew away with the chief? Chief Blackbear to the rescue. Ivana Trump. So the battery's going to die any second. So go ahead. And then P. Miller thinks that she's okay. We just don't get the straight lowdown from the press. We know that. She's gone with the window protection into custody. Okay. Ivanka Trump is Sarah. Interesting. I've seen videos of Sarah. I'm not sure about that. I think Ivanka's a little bit older than Sarah. Sarah's only about 22 or in her early 20s. Ivanka's quite a bit older, I think. But it's not looking like anybody in the chat room believes that Ivana died. I do not believe Ivana died. These people are hanging out with the chief somewhere. The chief, he hides them out. I don't know where. He's got them somewhere safe. It's the way he does it. I don't know how he does it, but he does it. Same thing with John F. Kennedy Jr. I mean, they hang out. I mean, Princess Diana, John F. Kennedy Jr., Jeffrey Epstein, Ivana Trump. They're all with the chief somewhere. I don't know where, how he does it. It's just the way it goes. But anyways, going to close out the show. Today's date, July 17th, 2022. Glad to see you guys are hanging with the chief. Glad to see he's able to do a live show without getting hacked. You guys have a good evening, and it's really good seeing you guys in the chat room. You guys take care. Boat Rat, Matrick, Bouvier, .07, God's White Knight, fighting the fight in Santa Barbara every night. Good night.